Hi, my name is Christian Campana from OhioFestivals.net to present you with May festivals going on throughout the state. There's a lot more festivals in May than in previous months, and so what I think I'll do is put some kind of indication in the corner of the screen, probably upper corner, so that you could sort of jump along to find what particular weekend of festivals you're looking for. Please keep in mind, though, that there are a lot more festivals than I'm even talking about, so it's always a good idea to look at the festival schedule at ohiofestivals.net. Okay, so let's begin. In the first weekend of May, we have the Wild Turkey Festival in MacArthur, which is a smaller town festival, some turkey decor. I think they believe they have some like bird calling competitions and so forth. It's more of your sort of small town festival, but interesting all the same. Uh, so if you're in the area, I would check it out. And from the 4th to the 5th, you have the Dandelion Festival at the Breitenbach Winery in Dover, Ohio. And this is actually a really cool festival because there are a lot of different dandelion foods to try out. Dandelion lasagna, bread. At the winery, they make dandelion wine, and they also sell dandelion sangria. But one thing I would definitely try to get is the dandelion gravy, which they put over mashed potatoes. There's like pieces of hard-boiled egg, and it's sort of there's vinegar and sugar, so it is sort of a sweeter gravy, but it's definitely worth trying and getting some of that. There's also cooking demonstrations and other events going on, and this year they're announcing a new Roadhouse amphitheater. Sorry, so uh, it's one of my more favorite festivals, so I would definitely even drive a little bit out of the way to check it out. In the second weekend of May, there's the International Migratory Bird Day, which I am basically considering a festival at Oak Harbor at the Maggie Marsh Center, or the Maggie Marsh area. There's basically all these boardwalks and a bunch of birders that come in to watch a natural phenomenon, where basically all these warblers and other types of birds, when they migrate and they start heading back north, they stop along the coast to eat and rest a little bit before making the trek across Lake Erie. So therefore, you have like just thousands of birds just sort of nestled in the trees, and it's a great opportunity for birders to see this event. If you're not interested in particular in birding, it is interesting because you have like there's all these birds in a small area of space, and so it's sort of like they're just to see all of them like zipping by your head and everything is incredible. And it's also interesting to watch the birders and the huge cameras they carry around, and and see how far away people have driven just to see this event. So culturally it's interesting, and naturally it's interesting. There are also some activities going on, and even before, throughout the week, there are activities going on. But on this particular day, on May 12th, is more of a festive day, and they have activities in the different centers. Look at the website, which you can see through the Ohio Festival schedule to get more information on this. On the 12th also is the Lilac Festival in Defiance. And I haven't been to this festival. The lilac is the city's flower, so they're sort of honoring that. And the first 500 people who attend will also get seedlings, lit lilac seedlings. It's also timed just right before Mother's Day. So in case you need to buy flowers for that, it's good. And otherwise, I would consider it basically a town festival. For the third weekend of May, we have the Spring Greek Festival on the 18th and 19th, and this takes place in Lorain, Ohio, at the St. Nicholas Greek Orthodox Church. I think their third year of the Spring Greek version. They have their bigger version of the Greek festival is in September. I really love the festivals at this church because of the cooking in particular of the parishioners, and it's also it's less expensive than many other of the Greek festivals that I've been to throughout the state. So definitely worth checking out, especially if you're in the area. They also have a drive-through gyro thing going on, which is definitely worth it. In Cincinnati, they have Cinque Italia from the 18th to the 20th, and this is Cincinnati's Italian festival. I haven't been to this one, but they are advertising a car show, an Italian car show, I believe they say. Bocce, which is like lawn bowling, food and music and so forth. So that sounds a lot of fun. On the 19th and 20th, there are two festivals going on in Cleveland. The first one is the Cleveland Asian Festival, and this takes place around Asia Plaza, where they close off parts of the streets, and there's designated parking areas that's free that you can check out on the website. Plenty of either local Asian restaurants, a lot of entertainment, um, and booths and vendors and things like that. It's really a pretty cool festival, something to check out. The other festival is the Hessler Street Fair, which takes place in the Hessler community, which there used to be a block party that started up back in the 60s, and then it became a street fest in 1969. And when the city wanted to bulldoze the area to create, I believe, dormitories, it was the street fairs which basically raised enough money to be able to save the community and consider it a historical landmark, I believe. So this street fair has a lot of historical significance, but it's also really, it's like a cool sort of like hippie-ish feel to it, with a lot of great music and cool vendors, more like particular vendors than you would see at a lot of other festivals. So definitely also something worth checking out. It's really cool. For the fourth weekend, there are a lot of festivals going on because it's the Memorial Day weekend. Some of the festivals that I've been to include the Port Clinton Walleye Festival, taking place from the 24th to the 28th, where you'll see like tons of food vendors frying everything from Oreos to Twinkies to cheesecake. There are also some fish vendors selling perch or walleye. A lot of rides. There's supposed to be a petting zoo, and I like Port Clinton in general, so it's always nice to go there. The 25th to the 27th, you have the Feast of the Flowering Moon in Chillicothe. And here you have Native Americans doing it with native dance and performances, and you have mountain men, like living history sort of things with little encampments and crafts and vendors and food. In Tremont this weekend, they have their Greek festival from the 25th to the 28th. There's usually a really big turnout for this festival. Keep in mind also that they have different menus in different locations. So if you go inside the church, there may be two lines coming from each side, like from the two walls. There's going to be a particular menu there, but then on the outside in the back, there's a menu there, which I think they sell calamari and stuff. So try to look in advance what exactly you want to eat to avoid extra waiting. Dessert is inside, entertainment is both inside and outside, and there's beer and games and everything else. So it's a pretty lively festival, so something worth checking out. And on the 26th, there's the Primavera Romanian Festival in Fairlawn. And here the food is pretty good, so that's all I have to say about that. It's great. The people are wonderful. The volunteers, who are most probably parishioners, and it's just a nice time. And Columbus, on the 26th to the 27th, they have their Asian festival, and they have a turnout of something like 100,000 people. So it is a bigger event. I haven't been to this festival, but being that there's plenty of wonderful Asian restaurants in the Columbus area, I can only imagine that you're bound to find some quite wonderful food at the Asian festival. So this is something I'm going to try to get to this year. Maybe I'll see you there. In Cincinnati, they have their Taste of Cincinnati from the 26th to the 28th. That takes up, I believe, about 5 city blocks of various foods to try out. And there are also rides and stages of music along the streets. And finally, the 26th to the 28th, In Utica, there's the Old Fashioned Ice Cream Festival. Utica is home to Velvet ice cream, which is delicious. And if you go there, they have I can't remember if there are games, but there's like a big craft tent, and there are various food vendors. And when we were there, some great music entertainment. There are games, but it might be like across the street from the main festival. And there was horse riding there too, if I recall correctly. There probably is admission for parking or pay for parking, which might be $5, but check on the website for that. And be sure that you visit this the Velvet Parlor or whatever it's called, the Mill, or I believe. For some reason, because it's directly across the street from the parking, we came from the parking and into the festival and just missed it completely. But you should really go in there and check it out. Also, keep in mind that you get a lot of ice cream with your order. And when Julie and I went, I believe it was 2 years ago, neither one of us could finish our ice cream. It was a really low price. I want to say it was like $2 or $2.50. So make sure you get some of that because it's absolutely worth it. And other than that, those are the festivals in May. But there, like I said, there are many others that you could see at OhioFestivals.net schedule page, and have a lot of fun out there. Most of these festivals you can find reviews for at OhioFestivals.net, unless I said that I haven't been there. So make sure you look at that over, and even feel free to email me if you have any questions concerning a particular festival at christian@ohiofestivals.net. So have fun out there, and get out there and enjoy some festivals. So thanks a lot, and thanks a lot for watching.